We back. So today we are going to talk about how equity works when purchasing a home with a mortgage. So first, whatever your down payment is going to go towards the equity you have in your home. So if you buy a $200,000 property for 20% down, aka 40 grand, that $40,000 down payment will be equity in your home. And the loan amount will be $160,000. So you have $40,000 into this $200,000 property, the loan amount will be the difference of the down payment and the purchase price. The more you put down, the less you are going to owe the bank. You put 20% down, we'll say the interest rate is 3%, and the life of the loan is going to be 30 years. Not going to include property taxes, home insurance, etc., because we want to look at what the loan amount is in particular so you can see where your equity is in your home as you're paying that loan off. $200K purchase price, 20% down, 3% interest rate over 30 years. Your monthly mortgage payment is going to be approximately $675. In this scenario, over the course of a year, you're going to pay about $4,750 in interest, and $3,340 is going to be going towards your principal or your equity. And as you're paying this loan off and the principal or your equity is building up, the amount you're paying in interest will slowly start to decrease as well. So more of that $675 monthly payment will be going towards equity and principal, and less will be going towards interest. If you go on Google, you can look up what's called an amortization schedule or an amortization table, and you can plug in values from the day that you close on your home all the way until that loan is paid off 30 years later. See exactly where that monthly payment is going, how much you're paying in principal, and also how much you're paying in interest. Most lending companies actually allow you to do additional payments as well. So if you have a little bit of extra cash laying around, you can pay down that principal. And by doing this, you're getting closer to owning this property free and clear and owning it sooner than that 30-year loan term. Let's put this into a little bit of a different perspective. Let's say this is a rental property, and after your mortgage payment, your property taxes, your insurance, all those other expenses, you're making an additional $300 in cash flow, meaning the rent that you're bringing in is covering all of those expenses. You're getting an additional $300 per month on top of that. What's happening is that rent that you're receiving, is you're paying this property down and getting an additional $300. Your tenants are building your net worth, and they're paying you $300 a month for that. You want to think about it that way. And why is this important? Going back to a video months ago on leverage, you can use this equity and this cash flow to go purchase more properties. So another thought here, your tenants are paying you for your next property, and then it's just a big snowball effect. What's up, man? When is equity important? Equity is important when you sell, when you take equity out to buy. Yeah, there are benefits to just purchasing a property instead of renting because in a sense you are paying yourself minus the interest that you're paying to the bank. But really your equity doesn't really do much unless you use it or when you sell or use it to go purchase something else. But using it as a rental, if you're playing the long game and you're going to hold it for 20 or 30 years, and if there is a real estate market crash and your place devalues from $200,000 to $100,000, don't panic because you're still getting $300 a month in cash flow. And two, the market will always correct itself. When it comes to investments, time heals everything. '08 was only 13 years ago. Someone who bought a $200,000 place in 2006 did actually probably lose about $100,000 in equity. But if they held it and sold it today, I'm going to guesstimate here, but it's probably going to sell for $300,000 just based on appreciation. So there's equity explained, all the benefits to it, what it really is, what it means, how you can use it, and when it's important. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys next week.